December flip through of the Fauxbonichi, that means that, yeah, that's right, I got a whole year's worth of videos done this year, last year, 2018. But I do have a question off the top. Would you guys like to see weekly flip throughs, bi-weekly flip throughs, or just keep it to once a month? So I can do them however you guys want to see them. So let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see them more often or just once a month is fine. All right? All right, let's get on this and see where we are in December. I gotta move. Can't see, can't see. All right, so here's my December cover page. It was just a graphic 45 paper that I embellished with, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like rock candy stickles on it. And I'm gonna say that you can't see it because I can't see it. But it's there, so you're gonna have to trust me that it's there. But all of this is bumped up. This was, I don't know what those were called. I don't have it close to me. And then more stickles and stuff. Some simple stories, letters, just to tell you what month it is. And yeah, that's the cover page. So we had snow flurries. We got inundated with snow. I don't know if you can tell that the blizzard showed up and then it was gone. Yeah, that's been our winter so far. It's really weird. I attribute it to the fact that we spent over $7,000 on an ATV so that we could plow the feet and feet and feet of snow that we've gotten the last couple of years, to why we don't get snow this year. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Oh, Chinese. We had Chinese. So the page is sarcastically decorated in a lot of snow stuff. But I got Chinese, we made Chinese, which is one of my favorites. And yeah, they said no snow will be on the ground for the next day, and yet it snowed sort of again. So go weatherman. Dale put up a collage wall in his shop, and so he put up all of his plaques and posters and all that kind of stuff, and he spent days on it. But I think it looks really, really good. This is about 25 feet wide, so if that gives you a general idea, but I think it looks really good. He's been working all year on changing up the shop, and so that was part of it, getting his man cave, if you will, set up. But yeah, oh yeah, I'm talking, therefore the cats are going to be nuts. Weekly menu plan was posted, and the week begins. So we are I took a table out of Joshua's room because he's no longer in high school anymore, and he doesn't need all the tables. He can do his college stuff on his one computer. He doesn't need the 2 of them anymore. So, and I wanted the table, so I took it. And I put it in our kitchen so that we could move a countertop around. And anyways, I reorganized the kitchen. You don't care. You don't care. But I really like it, and it gave us 6 feet more workspace in the kitchen since we have a really old house with no counter space at all. Working on giveaways. This is about half the amount of Happy Planner stickers can you hear them? They're crazy running around. This is about as half the stack of Happy Planner stickers I'm giving away in 2019 in the Fauxbonichi group. I'm cleaning out, and if you're a member of the Fauxbonichi group, you're getting it whether you want it or not. But yeah, I printed out what our weather's been because it's been so weird, and that's basically all that was about. I had to clean the pellet stove. The cats are always so impressed when we clean the pellet stove. And yeah.
It's 10:45.
Actually, not only did we have to clean it, the motor died in it. That's what that was about. So we got it going, and we got a new part on order, and then it did get fixed. So, but yeah. Isn't that cute? I bought the whole collection. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's a Simple Stories emoji collection. It's the dumbest thing ever. It's right up there with the unicorn stuff, but I'm 12, so I bought it. Joshua made us dinner, lasagna soup, and it was delicious. And that child will know how to cook and shop and save money and clean house and do his laundry when he leaves his house someday down the road. I did a video on the background on this I'll try to do the little eye thing. I've never done that before. That shows how long since I've done videos or work with YouTube. So I'll try the little eye thing. If not, I'll try to put it down below. But I did a video background on this. They're nuts. I'm learning how to make no-knead Dutch oven bread. And so that was what that was about today. And we made spring rolls with teriyaki tempeh. It's so good. Air fried teriyaki tempeh. It's like glazed with maple and teriyaki, and it's so good. The hardest part is getting the tempeh into the spring roll before you eat it all. This is just a piece of paper, and I have all of the details on all of my pages on the Fauxbonichi Journalers Facebook group. I post the page, I post before and after photos, I post all the ingredients for the page and everything. So if there's something on here you want to know more information about, easiest way to find that out is follow me on Facebook and join the Facebook group. Because I share between the two, either my Facebook page, which is totally crafting, you're not going to get my opinion on much, and it's just crafting stuff, or the Facebook group is where I post all that stuff. So people are always asking me, what was that paper? I don't have a clue. I posted it a month ago. So if you want to know what it is, I do have it posted on my Facebook page. Oops, sorry, don't kick the table. Anyways, I just used up a whole bunch of word stickers and stuff like that. I went shopping because that's how I roll. Not shopping in 2019 though, except for I am allowed Happy Planner sticker books. But this was one of the last. I ordered it from Michael's because I got a swinging deal on it. And then I'm baking bread, and we bake a lot of bread. We make all of our bread from scratch now, which is, my grandma must be in heaven going, I told you it's good, because yeah, she was right. Sorry, Grandma. And it's easy. But Joshua made us a loaf of bread. And then we're trying the no-knead bread again this day. And December's a bread month. We don't normally eat this much bread. But I found a recipe I wanted to perfect. And so we ended up being testers. And this was an olive bread, no-knead bread that I made. And then we put a chickpea, I'm sure there's a fancy name for it, but I can't remember. It's chickpeas, tomatoes, mushrooms, onions, spinach, that kind of stuff, and you cook it all together and you put it over toast. I got a swinging deal on a new NutriBullet. My NutriBullet is 3 years old. We use it almost every single day. People are always asking me, what appliances do you use the most being whole food plant-based? My NutriBullet is one of them. You can buy the $500, $600 Vitamix, but you really don't need it. You're not supposed to be drinking smoothies and juices anyways, and I have a $15 hand immersion blender for making soups, and this makes everything else. Boom. But let's see, I think I paid under 30, what did I pay for it? I can't read it. Total savings was $30. Yeah, I got it for 50 bucks. So now I have double the amount of cups and stuff because the one I've been using is getting old, but it's not dead yet, so I'm going to run it. Okay, so I rebuilt my camera stand, which is why it's not wiggling every time I touch the page or the book or the table. I can wiggle the table, but it doesn't wiggle my camera anymore. I've been trying for years to get up the energy to rebuild my camera stand. It used to be attached to my table, and so every time I touched the table, the camera went woo, because I have a big Canon as my video camera, and it just swings. And so I fixed it. Okay, I didn't fix it. I directed traffic. My husband fixed it. Dale rebuilt it for me. I told him what to do. Does that count? But it's really a one-man job, and he volunteered, so who am I to say no? But I really like it now. It's freestanding. It works really well. Yeah, I like it. And that's basically that whole page. All right, so another week has gone by, so we have a new menu plan, and for fun, I stuck some sweet potatoes in a jar because they had started to they were older and they started to grow, and so we stuck them in jars of water, and I think I have pictures following up, but I've got to take new ones because they've grown vines that are like feet long. I had no idea they would grow that long. I made a new logo for my Living Whole Food Plant-Based Facebook page, and I really like it. I've changed it a little bit, and then it got activated in the first of the year, so I'm kind of excited about it. It's not a professional page. I share my food on it. So anyways, Dollar Tree, oh wait, just a Happy Planner sticker. Well, you know where this stuff is. Somebody watching this that doesn't know where that stuff comes from? Who has not seen a Happy Planner sticker? Anyways, these are Dollar Tree wall stickers, and that's a Happy Planner sticker. I got Dale's lunches done for the week. We have these big Pyrex type lunch dishes that he gets. I make them up on the weekend and he eats them all week long. And then we had lunch, which was mushrooms and veggies and wine and potatoes, and so it was delicious. Anyways, lunch. Next page, I love how that turned out with it's a K & Company paper. See, I do remember some things. That it had the honeycomb look to it, so hexagon pattern, so I just cut it up to decorate the page with. We had spaghetti, because we love spaghetti. Who doesn't love spaghetti? But this was a really cool one. The recipe called for shiitake mushrooms, so that was different. I got these 2018, 19, and 20 little charms. Hold on, see it? And so I'm making really crappy looking beady, jewelry, droppy things to go on the back of my 2018 journals. You can see in the back. These were made by Windy Days, Audrey. I'll link her down below. The ones that you see in the back, she had made those for me over the years, and they're stunning. And mine are like embarrassing, but I did it, so there. I loved this quote by Dr. Greger. Your body has a remarkable ability to recover from sporadic insults as long as you are not habitually poking it with a fork. It's so true. You can have a whoopsie once in a while, but if you are constantly feeding your body stuff that's hurting it, you're going to stay constantly sick. Duh. Anyways, or you could be eating spaghetti almost every day. Don't eat it every day. Pasta's processed. I think I have a video on this. That's probably a lie. But this is Lyra crayons, I think. The information's on my Facebook page. Did I mention that before? Because everybody's going to ask me and I'm like, I don't know. I guess I should start taking notes, right? So that I know this stuff. But anyways, I liked how it turned out. I used a no brand stamp from AliExpress. I don't know who they ripped it off from, but anyways, I liked it. It was silhouettes of flowers done with distress inks, and this is Lyra crayons that I did with baby wipe, and I really like how it turned out. And the oxides and the Lyra crayons work really well together color wise, and I hope it's not as bleached out as on that as it is on my TV over there, so because it's really rich and dark, and if not, I'll fix it. And then I have sparklies splattered all over it. So I think, well, anyways, so that's how that page turned out. And then these are designfonts.net, I think. I'm not positive where I got these, but they're all individual graphics that I just put together in my graphics program and printed out on clear sticker paper. Again, I'll leave the link to where I got the graphics in the down bar so you can go get them. They offer free ones. You have to sign up, but I've never gotten spam from them. But to get the free graphics, you do have to sign up for an account. You can buy graphics. I've never purchased any, but I never get spam from them. I get once or twice a week a newsletter showing that they've got new stuff, and that's it. But their graphics are stunning. And so I made this out of the graphics from that website. And then it looks like I'm working on more giveaways. Yep, we're getting them in the mail because I have a giveaway right now that I'm behind on, and I feel so bad, but I just couldn't pull my shit together over the weekend to get the envelopes addressed. So they're going out, I promise. Anyway, Sophie was holding down my laundry basket because there's clean towels in there and they might get away. So that's what that's about. And I know this is all Distress Oxide, so lots and lots of oxide. I spray 90% of my pages with a Krylon matte finish spray so that they don't soak through, because I don't double my pages. And then again, miscellaneous no brand stamps that were ripped off by AliExpress, and I paid for them, including the Believe stamp. But I really like how it turned out, the butterfly stamp and the flowers and that kind of stuff. I love the background, and I spritzed it with water and kind of added some white and black around it, and love it. We got our weekly order of our lettuce. You will see that a lot. We get a big tub of lettuce from Swanky Ritz every week, because we go through a lot of greens, and so that's that. And then we made salad rolls out of them, because that's one of our favorite lunches that the kiddo and I eat every day. Okay, sushi, leftovers, taters. We eat a lot of taters.
It's 11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock. And spring rolls, salad rolls, that kind of stuff. Another one done with Distress Oxides and Distress Inks. I like to mix them because they have a different finish. The Distressed Inks are not as opaque, so you get more pigment color, but the oxides are more opaque, so you get a better coverage. So I like to mix them. And then these were some new washies I got, I think from that order from Michael's. Dale picked us up some bread from the local bakery. We got a black baguette made, it's got charcoal in it, and then a fig raisin bread. It was really good. Really expensive, but it was a really nice treat. And then I made it a no tuna, tunaless salad to go with it. It was really, really good. Really, really good. I tried to air fry soy curls, and it worked. I'm so excited. And even though the picture on the video doesn't look that good, it's the hardest part about soy curls is once they're rehydrated and ready to go into your meal is not eating them all before they go in the meal. They're so good. And they're made 100% one ingredient soybeans. That's it. So it's probably the only faux food that I eat. That's it. We are starting in January. We don't have any debt. We have no debt. None. No credit cards, no loans, nothing except for the house. So we are in the process of trying to knock our mortgage down severely and pay it off really, really quick. Really, really quick, meaning anything under 10 years works for me. I'd like to pay it off in 5 to 7. We will have to see. That's a lot of money a month. And I have a lot of money going into investments, so I'm not sure how we're going to pull it off, but that's the plan, is to pay off the mortgage early. So we've started paying extra to the principal, and I'm very, very excited about it, in case you can't tell. And another week has started up, so we have next week's menu plan ready to go. All these are posted on my Living Whole Food Plant-Based page. I have a whole album, and I post once a week, and then I post how the recipes turn out. They all have links. You don't have to listen to what I think about it. You can click on it and go yourself, and it's a lot of fun. This is all Distress Oxides, and then some watercolor shiny, I don't know. No, it's not going to do it. Oh, you got to go check the pictures out on this. I have an Instagram too that shows this. It doesn't show any of the journaling, but on the Instagram account it does show close-up pictures of details. But there's a whole thing, if you want to read it, it's on the group. But I am a huge be proactive, not reactive person since going whole food plant-based. It has given me a sense of power in myself that not only can I change, that I have the power to change my health, I can change my family's health, I can change my environment, I can change my effect on the planet, I can change everything. All I have to do is do it. And it's so simple. You are what you do, not what you'll say you're do, and I totally agree with that. And then we had a slow day, so a whole page ended up on here, and this whole page is decorated with one Simple Stories 12 by 12 sheet. Joshua is combing Benny because we have this brush that sits by the pellet stove, and they just love it. Love it. And so every time we walk by, we brush them. I would say that it helps with hair, but that would be a lie. But they like it, so whatever. So that's how that page turned out. And then I saw a random doodle this lady had done on Pinterest, And I didn't want to obviously do what she did, because her whole page, it was an art journal page, so her whole page was covered with various doodles, but she gave me the inspiration to do this on this page, and it's all done with Posco paint pens. And then Sophie was being silly upside down in the laundry basket, and Joshua was cleaning the pellet stove that day. And then I took colored pencil to just kind of give it a shadow around the edge, but I like how it turned out. I'm not real good at doodling, but it was fun. I don't have the attention span for it. That's the problem. I'm like, I need it done now, and I'm on to the next projects. And I don't just sit and watch TV a lot, and so I don't have doodle time in my brain. More stenciling, distressed oxides, all that kind of stuff was done on this. Some stamping, again with no brand stamps from AliExpress, and all oxides, I believe, on this, except for the white, which is white acrylic paint, because I don't have a white ink that I like. I guess I don't think I have a white ink. I have Stays On somewhere, but that stuff dries up and it's shit. So anyways, we bought a Google Home. I got it for $24, and so I picked one up because I hate Alexa and Amazon's Echo, whatever the bleep they call it. I hate her. I've had her for a couple of years. They were supposed to make her better as time went by. She's gotten worse as time goes by. Bye-bye. So I picked up one of these. We've had it now for several weeks, and I love it. It's tiny. It works like a charm, does what it says it'll do, and I am just thrilled with it. It listens to us even though we have all of our heating fans on, which Alexa never did. You'd have to scream at her. So if you haven't tried a Google Home and you're frustrated with your Alexa, I recommend it. We made whole wheat bread, and I always forget that when we make the more dense whole wheat bread not to braid it, and I did, and so it didn't get much bigger than that. It tasted really good, but it doesn't rise really well. And then I had to show how Fred, our Roomba, and Benny have this hate-hate relationship, and no matter how much Fred bumps into him, Benny won't move. So it's funny. I got a paper pad from Michael's, I think, of James Davenport's mixed media type paper, and oh my god, I'm nuts over it. Love it. And so I printed this out on a K & Company piece of paper, and then all this is in the back is a sheet of that paper that I edged with Distress ink, and I love it. What I focus on is what I create, positive or negative. It is up to me. I am creating my reality, and so can you. You are not at the mercy of your life. You may think that everything sucks, it's not fair, I wish I could change. So stop wishing, start changing, and you will find where you go, oh, it's so easy for you. If that's your excuse, that works. Anyways, another week goes by, and there's another menu plan, and I just use my scraps because I'm keeping every single sliver of that paper because I love it. All right, we ran out and got a box from the Yellowstone Valley Food Hub. It was our first box that we have ever gotten from them. Basically, they put together a whole bunch of different kinds of boxes. Ours was the Greens Galore because obviously we don't eat meat, but there were meat boxes and stuff like that. And so we picked up our Greens Galore box, which is what we got, and I was kind of disappointed in it. I love the Swanky Ritz stuff, but I'm a huge Swanky Ritz fan. But the rest of it was, all right. So I don't know if I'd get it again or not. The guys went with me. Dale's never been on a tour of the aquaponics farm, and so we went on a tour of the aquaponics farm so he could see how it's raised. They do the whole fish fertilizing water thing. I've talked about it before, and it's really kind of cool. This is our order this week of our lettuce and stuff, and then these were the people that contributed to our Food Hub box, and we came home and made salad rolls because that's how we roll. Anyway, so I like how that turned out. And then I have had this recipe forever, waiting for holidays. Dale had the last week of December off, and so we eat junk food all week. And I have had this recipe saved to make for months. It is artichoke spinach dip, cinnamon type roll-ups. It looks like a cinnamon roll when it's rolled up, but obviously not with cinnamon roll. Gosh, they were good. Oh my goodness. But anyways, we all jumped in and everybody helped make it, and they ended up being just absolutely delicious. We made the dough. Joshua made the dough, which was an onion, roasted garlic, there were seeds and all kinds of stuff in it, dough, and then we rolled it out and put all the goop on the inside, rolled it up and put it in the oven, and it turned out like that, and it was so good. But Dale rolled out the dough. Josh and I tackled rolling up the rolls. We ate it and pigged. It was so good. People often ask me after our week of debauchery of food, how much did you gain over the holidays? I lost 2 pounds. Just saying. So, and eating like this. Look at this. Come on, you know you want it. All right, Christmas Eve. Every year, Christmas Eve, we have a local helicopter. I don't think they're just a helicopter company, but they own helicopters and Hueys and all kinds of stuff like that. For tradition, for as long as I can think back, it's probably been 30-40 years, they have a Santa sleigh lit up display with a couple of reindeer on it that they tow around the city under a Huey helicopter, and every year we have to go out and stand in the cold and watch this thing go by. And I saw this paper. I don't even remember what the paper is. It's on my description page of this, but I saw it and it was just perfect. I had to cut it down a little bit, but it was Santa flying over in the night sky, and so it was perfect paper. And I've had that paper for the whole year waiting for Christmas Eve to use it. All right, Christmas Day. We did Zip for Christmas this year, and it was awesome. Nobody wanted anything. Nobody wasted money on stupid trinket shit that nobody wanted, and we buy every year because we feel like we have to buy something. We didn't decorate, nothing. And I thought it would feel like it wasn't Christmas. It was awesome. We had the best holiday spirit. We had a great time and didn't miss a thing. And I think that's what actually Christmas was supposed to mean in the first place. So I'm kind of thrilled. But I was afterwards, were you disappointed? And nobody was. It was really nice. We got up, we had waffles with hot cocoa that I made from scratch and this deep, dark, hot chocolate bar stuff. And for lunch we had sticky wings. Yum. They're made with cauliflower, not chicken, but they taste they're so good. And a big salad, and then I think for dinner we had pizza, because that's how we roll. Anyways, we did get a little bit of snow. Enough for them to go out and plow a little bit with the ATV, which they went out the next day and did. This was, oh no, we had pizza this day, so I don't know what we had for dinner this day. This was sticker use it up day. But this is all done again with distress oxides, no brand stencils from AliExpress. I'm sure they're ripped off from somebody. Yes, I will keep saying that because I understand, because everybody leaves me a comment saying, you know, and I know, but they were 52 cents, and yeah. But yeah, this is a picture of Dale out using our four-wheeler to plow the driveway. It worked like a charm. So excited. Yeah, and we made taco pizza. It was delicious. Love taco pizza. Yummy. More distress oxides. This time I heat embossed, and you'll be happy to know I bought that stamp from Joann's. There, satisfied. I heat embossed with white embossing powder the branches and the butterflies, and I wanted to see if it would work on this thinner paper, and it did. You can't see it where it embossed through at all. I did spray the page first. I always spray when I'm going to do a lot of media on my pages. But it worked really good, and then I distress oxided it, and I water spritzed it, and colored in the butterflies and stuff, a few of the leaves a little darker, and I love how it turned out. I'm really happy with it. And Benny was helping me do laundry because he's helpful. All right, Dale and Josh when it snows, I don't drive, and so Dale and Josh had to go do the grocery shopping on this Friday, and they came. I needed those little cups, you know, you keep them in your bathroom kind of thing. And Dale and Josh came home with this box of Dixie cups that had all of these great sayings on it. It was so funny because both of them were so proud of themselves, because they're like, you can cut them up and use them in your journal, Mom. It was hilarious. And I thought that this one fit it perfect, a good idea. It's either a good idea or a good story, and I thought it was a good idea and a good story, and they're hilarious. So I cut them up and I put it in my journal. Working on some more bread. I found a new recipe to try on that. It's my favorite by far. It was delicious. And then this shows how the sweet potatoes are growing. They're like 4 times this size now. This is getting along, but I'm not going to worry about it because if you don't want to watch, you can turn it off. I'm okay with that. The guys come in and they go, listen, we're making cookies. I said, oh, okay, because they make, about once a week, they make us these little peanut butter ball things that we eat with dates because that's our sweet treat. And I thought that's what they were doing. And then they come down with chocolate chip cookies. So, yeah, and they were delicious. Don't kick the table. I didn't kick the table. I kicked the camera stand. Sorry. Hold on. Because I fidget. There we go. Anyways, they had made chocolate chip cookies. They were fantastic. Yep, no eggs, no butter, no dairy, nothing like that. And they are squishy soft with dark chocolate. Not dark, it is dark chocolate.
15.
It's 11:15. But it's not harsh dark chocolate. Anyways, I have a recipe for this and they're fantastic. And they're super easy. You dump everything in a bowl, flop it onto a tray, and if the guys can cook it, you can cook it. Look, cookies! I had to clean the stove. The cats hate it when we clean the stove because it's off and they're cold, so they're butt warming. I tried to do a video of my plan with me for the first week of January and it was a huge flop. I'm gonna try it again, but I think it's not gonna work. I don't plan with planner stickers, so to speak, so I don't like have a kit that I can just put wherever. I'm not that kind of planner, and so I don't know if it's even something y'all want to see or what, because it's not. I just use Happy Planner stickers and scrapbook stickers and stuff that I've got. It's not, I don't have planner scrapbook or planner kit thingies. I have no intentions of getting them because I'm not spending any money on it. And because it's my glorified to-do list. But anyways, if you'd like to see that and you'd like me to keep working at it, leave me a comment down below about it so I know. Joshua was playing with his friends. I created new menus for the new year to post on the page, and I think they turned out really, really well. And we are, at the end of the year, we're at 14,800 people liking our Facebook page and 15,672 following it. And I, at the time, was hoping we would make it to the 15,000 before the end of the year, but that was wishful thinking. But we did make it not too long after that. So, but yeah, do something today that your future self will thank you for. I'm promising you it will. And then this is the last page of the year. This is another one of those Jane Davenport sheets of paper, and I'm telling you, I love that paper stack. I didn't spray this, and I didn't spray it on purpose because it was the last page of the year, so that I could kind of show that if you don't spray your page, like my date stickers are printed, and so as soon as the water hits it, they run. And this is using a yellow, and it'll bleed through. The paper doesn't stay smooth, and so that's why I spray it. But I wanted to show that this is what happened, and there's a whole walkthrough on the Facebook page about it. But it was cold. We're learning how to do sprouts. It snowed some more, and it was cold for the last day of the year. And as you probably already get, that's it, folks. Yay! All right, so let me know down below if you guys want to do these weekly, twice a month, monthly. Don't care, don't want to see them at all. Wait, why are you here? If you want me to keep trying to do a weekly plan with me and see if I can figure it out, and if you have any comments, suggestions, questions, that kind of stuff, also leave those down below. I really appreciate you guys watching. I can't wait to see what 2019 brings. I have so many plans and so many things in the works, and oh my gosh, and if you're still here, I hope you had coffee. I love y'all. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. Bye-bye.